Hello, and nice to have you with me. This lesson, I'm going to be talking about the pen tool, one of my most favorite and preferred tool ever used frequently in dealing with Photoshop. I cannot do design without making use of this tool. In fact, this tool is the tool. This tool happens to be working handy with the polygonal lasso tool. I mean the polygonal lasso tool, the one in the middle here. So I previously, when I started Photoshop, I do make use of this tool, but as time goes on, when I started professionalizing my skills and the rest, I happen to know that this tool right here is the bomb. I'm going to be treating just some hints about this tool. Let me kind of make this the pen tool. Normally I do set my width to 1500, the height 1500, and my resolution to 300. Background color will be white and RGB color mode, and the rest as usual. So let me click OK to start a new brown page. Okay, I'll leave this in lock mode. Press Ctrl J to duplicate it. I'll be starting with choosing the foreground color, which have been set to black. I'll be making use of this tool by showing you samples in both shapes and how effective they are when dealing with pictures and some other effects also. This tool really works. It has really helped me a lot when let me say cartooning photos. I'm sure you can't cartoon a photo without this tool. This tool is a bomb. Let me start by showing you the what its effects really are. First, when you click it and you click to the other, maybe probably any area of the photo or the layer you're working on, and you try to make, you can really use it to make a shape. I normally use this tool. This is the best tool in using designing logos. And when I right click, I can fill this part. I can fill this part. I'm in this rectangular shape with the foreground color here. So when I click OK, you'll notice that everything within what is inside the rectangular shape has been turned into black. And if you notice, when I zoom closely, there is a little bit of a line here, probably the strokes, that's each line you see here is not actually a line. These are the strokes. These are what you use in, these are what it guides you, or let me say gives you the indication that you are passing along that path in which you want to manipulate design or effect. So when I right click, let me change this color to pink, and fill path. When I click, it will fill the foreground color of this. Please, if you're messing around with this tool, try to take note of what you're messing around with. Don't mess around with these options here. They are very important. If you try to mess it up, you scatter the whole thing. The next time you come in to design, you notice that it's not really giving you the desired function. I've seen a lot of people, even myself, I've really made such mistakes before. So if you're to come to the background color, make sure you know what you're doing within the background color. If it's the pattern, know what you're doing in the pattern, the history, also the black, 50% gray and white. Okay, so for this I'll be using my foreground color and set the mode to normal, and 100% opacity, which means the main view is the opacity simply means simply means um, is a kind of a transparency. Normally I'll be treating more of that soon. Just be patient with me. Okay, when you change the foreground color of this, it automatically change to pink because the foreground color here is pink. So what you're using here is pink. What you'll be seeing here, sorry, it will be pink. So if you notice, there's a kind of bit of line here. These are the strokes. So to get rid of the stroke, you just right click and click delete path. You notice something just disappeared here, which is the stroke. Or if you're unable to get rid of the stroke, let me bring out that pack. Just simply press your enter key and the stroke will go away. So I'm on this layer, and let me see what I say. I'll be using this in creating a lot of effects. I just want to show you what the functions are within this that guides along the pen tool. So let me bring up a photo here, and let me make use of one of this my hoodies, and let me bring this photo up. Okay, that's the normal picture of it, and let me press Ctrl J to duplicate, and so this is how this tool works. If perhaps I want to chop off this guy and I really want to get a detailed shape of it, simply just click, drag, let me zoom, click the shapes. So this is how it works. When I click here and okay, let me pass this angle so that when I come to the lighter shape, you really know what I mean. It's always kind of tricky to use, but at first when you start using it, it kind of looks somehow so difficult to use, but it's not that difficult. You just master its tricks in it. Let me zoom out. Okay, there's a little bit of light here. You'll notice, let me zoom more. When I hold the alt key and come to this anchor point here, when I click it, it will actually bridge that part within it. This shows that whenever I'm moving along the lines within it, you should be very careful when moving along the line. If probably you make a mistake, come to your history panel here. If you can't find this here among the section, what you do is come to Windows and make sure the history is being checked. So you notice that make sure the history is being checked, just in case you can't find it. The history is very important. It records every bit of every detail, every event, every action being carried out when designing or manipulating of a photo or whatever you're doing. So this history panel here is just like a guide to tell you this is what have been going on. So if you hold your alt key, you click to continue. If you do not click that part, probably you just want to be carrying on with the cycle. So to have a detailed shape, when you click here, probably you click and drag. Click, you left click, you hold and you drag, you release. If you want to cut this part here, then you click, you hold your alt key, you click this spot here. Then probably when you're starting up with this axis here, it will begin the shape from here, and when you click, you hold, you drag, you click, you cut. If you like, you cut. It depends on how you want to have the desired shape. So I'm just going to glance through this my man here, and I want to have a curve shape. This side is being curved, so when you click, you drag, and you notice you drag up, hold it. Please notice this, I'm holding on the left click. So when I've released it, you see a new anchor point. So when I come here and hold Alt and click this part, you see here it shows pick up path. So that's just the function. So I really want you to know this tool, practice it, play around with it. It will really help you to give you a detailed shape, probably along the hairs. Maybe when you're trying to get a cutout along the hairs, you look at this curve, you can see how smooth I happen to get this curve out. Probably this guy is holding a mango. I don't know what they're eating. I think this is a mango. Okay, you cut, click, cut. There's a curve here. Click, you cut, click, zoom out to know what you're really doing. Click here, click, drag to curve, Alt, click to cut, and drag the ear, hold, drag to have it curved. Control Z. Let me set that. Click, curve, zoom. Okay. You can see the ear here. So that's how it works. Let me just do this a little bit fast because of time of the video length. And, you can see how easy for me to get the shape of this guy's hair out. This is my real African dude. I love blacks, I love black women, I love everything black. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm black. And click, okay, zoom. I'm holding the Alt key and scrolling. You'll notice the shape. I want to give you a detailed shape about this. Hold, you click, and curve, hold, click, drag, or Alt, cut it, and click, cut here, click, curve, cut here, also here, and sure, you can see the way this works, really nice and smooth. But for fast effects and getting the edge being cut out, so you might want to be playing with this polygonal lasso tool. Click this edge. This edge kind of looks so sharp. Click, drag a little bit. Click, click. Okay, and I'm almost done. Almost there. Longest shirts. It is a shirt, not shirt. Shirt. You're on the playground, guys. So click, drag. You see the way I get this detail cut, and click here. And you notice when I get to this starting point, here's the ending point and here's the starting point. Where it meets, you see a kind of a cycle between it. Let me zoom so that you see what I'm talking about. So when you click, it joins it up, and now we just happen to give this little man some bit of shape around him. But what is happening here is this: there is no effect that have been taking place here. With this, you can easily fill this part with pink. Fill this part with pink. Let me create a new layer. If you want to fill this part with pink or any other foreground color. Let me see, I give it a dark red. What you do is you right click, fill path with the foreground color, which is this foreground color here. Make sure it's been select here. Then when you click OK, it's there. Now you'll notice that there is a kind of white lines here. These are the parts. These are the parts. So for you to get rid of this, all you do is right click, delete parts. You know the part is out. So we just have a shape of this guy here to red. So this is the guy. Now to have him being chopped out or being copied out, so let me give you the reverse of it. So let me delete what I've just previously done. Still I'm on this part. Let me come to this image. Make sure you're in this image because you want to have this guy being shaped out. So what you do is right click, make a selection of it. The father radius should be set to 0 until alias being ticked, new selection. Now what you do is click OK. You'll notice that this guy here, we just give him a real detailed shape of him. This picture has some real resolution on it. That's why when I zoom you can really see his skin and the rest. So within this, now remember we are still on the pen tool, but we cannot cut or copy this layer out from this guy. The reason is this, because it's not as function now. So that's why you notice that when I right click here, after making selection of it, when I right click, the whole functions here are just being fed. They are all being fed. But when I come to, but if you want to copy this guy out from the selected area, what you do is come to the magic wand tool. You notice, click on your magic wand tool. You notice when I come here, you see a kind of an arrow with a box that shows me that whenever I right click, I can copy. Still, you can still do it with this tool also. When you come here, you right click, it shows you can still copy or cut or copy the layer. And also our marquee tools, when I come here, it will still show that I can still copy, cut. So that's just the way it works. So whenever you want to, you make use of this tool. All the whole tools are interrelated and interdependent with each other. You can't do without one or other tool and say you will leave the other. So let me copy this guy out and right click and click copy. I just duplicate this guy out from this place. You notice when I hide this area, I'm left with only him alone standing here with his mango fruit on his arm. So you can really see the picture and everything being cut out. And probably let me come to this area and click on my move tool, and you know, there are two right here. So if I should shift this guy, you notice he is 2 now. And let me play a little trick on him. Let me come to my free transform tool. I think you can find that tool here. I hardly make use of the options here. What I do make use of is the keyboard. Probably that tool should be among edit. Yes, free transform tool, that's it. So Ctrl T is for the free transform. When you press, come to your edit, click free transform tool. When you click it, this shows that the free transform tool, that you can easily turn this guy around. You know, you turn him out, you shape him anywhere you want him to be. So the way this free transform option works is this: when you hold the alt key, you can easily holding the alt key excuse me, you can easily bend him like this with the angle. You notice his head is kind of being large. Then size it back, Ctrl Z to have it normal. And when you hold this side, you can easily bend it. Normally this option is normally use this for shadows, so which I'll be I'll be treating a course on that very soon. So that's how this works. Control Z to put it normal, Control T to have it free transform. So if being on the free transform tool, if I should right click and let me say I want to flip this guy to the left hand side, all I do is come to right click, flip horizontal. You notice he faces the other side. It's just like that too. And now right click and flip it vertically, it turns upside down. So this is how just this tool works. And I right click, I want him to rotate 180 degree. That is 180 degree. Control Z, I want him to rotate 90 degree. This is 90 degree. Control Z, I want him to also rotate 90 degree CC. So that's to the other wing. So this is what you get. So if you should click this option here, it means you want to cancel the transformation, or you just simply press escape, the escape key, to turn it back. But if you click the check mark, you come here, Control T, you turn this guy. If you click the check mark, you flip him this way like this. So you notice this guy is just floating. And also come to your delete key. If you want to go back to your previous character where you probably maybe you cannot, maybe your Control Z cannot give you that real option, all you do is come to your history panel, click the delete key here and click yes for it. It will bring back the previous option, or you hold your alt, your control key, your alt and your Z. You notice I just take it back, you understand? So when I press Control Shift and Z, it brings it forward, to the previous event. So the function of these keys is not the way your Microsoft Word, Excel, and the way you get it in your browser, PHP, your text editor and the rest. It doesn't work that way. These are photo editors. That's how the programmers of this software did it. So they did it in a way that I hardly noticed this key till I happened to read some ebooks about Photoshop to happen to find out the multiple undos and multiple redos of your program keys. So this guy, let's do something with him, okay? And let's just have him 2 like this. It actually seems that they are kind of being twin that are here. So you hardly recognize if someone sees it. You say, are they photoshopped, or did they do something magical or what? Well, that was just Photoshop for you. There are lots and lots you can do with this program. So I'll be talking about one of the pen tool. I think the rest they still work the same, but this is more of what I know. Because for the sake of this course, for just the beginners course, and I just want you to know some key areas. I will not be talking more about the rest too, because I don't make use of them. I just hit the nail to the head and go ahead. So that's what I really make use of, and that's what I will teach you. I don't teach you what I don't know. So back to the shape. Let me see if I can do something here. Okay. Actually nothing really. So I think I'll be ending this course here, and see you in the next course.